Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't ever think of giving up. Don't ever think of throwing in the thrower. Don't ever think of putting a full stop to your vision, to your dreams, to your goals. Always do what you've got to do to get what you want. Now, first of all, when we talk about giving up, what do we mean? Giving up is to stop going towards your goals. To give up is to stop working towards the fulfillment of your dreams. Giving up is to stop striving for the best. There was a moment in my life that I stopped striving for the best, and that happens right in my university days. Just like I always shared with you, I started my university education with the hope, with the desire to bag a first class. So the first semester I went on reading spree. I read like mad. I read my butts off. Then the first result came out. There was a course there that brought down my CGPA. Okay, I thought I can still put in more effort the next semester, which I did. I then discovered that my CGPA as at then was 4.37. So I said, okay, I can still put more effort. 200 level for semester, I put my effort again, and I still have the same 4.37. The next semester, the same repeat itself, 4.37, 300 level, 4.37, all through, 400 level, 4.3. I said, oh, there's nothing, it's not worth it putting my best into anything I want to do again. And that desire, the desire to always be the best, the desire to always strive for the best, the desire to always put my best in everything. It took me years before I can regain back my sanity, before I can regain back my desire to always put the best in everything I do. So in that aspect of my life, I gave up. So I don't want you to do the same. Don't ever think of giving up, because there is hope, there is light at the end of your tunnel. When we talk about giving up is you stop believing for your healing. Okay, I've been believing for my healing. Perhaps maybe you are diagnosed with cancer or one deadly disease, and you have been holding on. You have been holding on the first year, the second year, and it looks as if the disease, the sickness is your health is deteriorating, and you are like, what should I even believe for? Let me just die and go. What you've just done is giving up. Don't ever think of giving up, because there is still hope. That reminds me of the friend of Joel Austin. He was diagnosed with cancer, and that when the cancer was at an advanced stage, and the health of this person was at stake. But this man summoned courage that I'm not going to give up. I'm going to hold on. I'm going to beat this thing called cancer. This cancer is not going to kill me. And you know what? He was out of the hospital in no time. So don't ever think of giving up. When we talk about giving up is you saying, okay, I'm going to die barren, I'm going to die without a son, I'm going to die without a daughter. You gave up on having a child. Don't ever think of giving up. There is still hope for you. Some people, they give up on life. They say, okay, life is not worth living again. I'm going to I should just die and live here. At least dying will put an end to all the problem. What you've just done, or what you are thinking of doing, is giving up. And I'm here with the good news today that don't ever think of giving up. Don't ever think of giving up, because your life and your death is in your hand, is in your determination. And that reminds me of my dad. While he was still alive, he was sick that particular day. So we were doing masquerade bath. I think I was the only one at home with him. He removed all his clothes. He was doing masquerade bath, and I had him praying underneath the heavy clothes that we put on him, that God, if you think for me to go is the next thing, you can take my life, and I'm ready to go. And I was there standing like, why will my dad say something like that? Because of the sickness he's passing through at that time, he thought the best thing he could do is to give up on his life. Don't do that. And you know what? Yes, not long after, my dad packed up. My dad bit the dust. He died. So I don't care the sickness that you are passing through now. Don't ever give it a thought that, okay, me dying will put an end to this problem. Don't do that. Don't think it. Don't even try it. Keep on holding on. That sickness that you are experiencing right now, that disease in your body will not kill you. So don't give up on you believing that you are still going to live. Like now, if you die, who are you going to leave your wife to? For to take care. If you die, what of your children? Who will you leave them to? So that is why you need to keep hope alive. Keep on keeping on. Keep on believing that you are going to live. Keep on believing that you are not going to die. You know, when we talk about giving up is you saying no to marriage. Why? Because you have proposed to 20 ladies and they all said no. And you think, okay, you are not going to marry again. You know, even the 21st lady that you want to propose to, your mouth is shaking, your confidence low, self-esteem battered, and you think, okay, let me just even say no to marriage. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm telling you, go for that 21st person. That person will answer you with a yes. So don't ever think of giving up. You started a business and you started the first business, it fell through. The second, it fell through. Until the 10th business, it fell through. And you're like, oh, let me just stay where I am. Let me just remain the same. Maybe why I'm failing is because I want to break poverty in my family. Maybe why I'm failing is because I want to lay inheritance on my children. But I've tried 10 times. Then let me throw in the thrower. Let me give up. Let me not do it again. At least let me enjoy. At least I'm comfortable. I can eat more. See, what you are just trying to do is you giving up on your hope, on your dream, on your destiny of laying down inheritance for your children's children. Don't ever think of giving up. And why? Why am I saying you should not think of giving up? Reason number one, it is always too early to quit. It is always too early to quit. I don't know, maybe you've heard of the story of the man that stopped 3 feet to gold. This man heard that, gold is the next hope of the future. Those that want to make it big must invest in gold. So this man bought a land and find out that the land has gold. So he started drilling. He got all the necessary equipment. He started drilling, started digging. And at one point, they saw stones, precious stones. When we're talking about gold in its purest form, he was happy, like, wow. At least this will put an end to poverty in my life. This will put an end to poverty in my family. So they started digging. All of a sudden, the trunk of the gold disappeared. They said, no, this can't be. They continued to dig. They continued drilling, earning out sand out of the ore. They continued drilling. It got to a time the man was tired and said, okay, maybe there's no gold anywhere. Let me just forget this thing. So he packed up, sent on the workers home, sell the equipment to a man at no price, sell off the land, and went to a far country. And the man that he sold the land to look for extract. They carried out the experiment on the soil, and they discovered that there is still gold on that land. And you know what? They started drilling, and 3 feet. They just digged the ground, digged the soil 3 feet, and they melt the gold. You know, when the man heard the story, he almost fainted. He almost died of heart attack. And you know what? He knew he gave up while he was 3 feet to go. So anytime you think of giving up, you are close to your breakthrough. The time you think of giving up, I'm telling you, that's the time that your breakthrough is in sight. I, as a person, I almost gave up on marriage because I've tried this, I've tried that. I met with several no's from this person, no's from that person. I was like, I'm a man of God now. I should focus on my ministry and that's all. But at that particular time that I thought giving up on the thought marriage, that was when God stepped into the scene. So what am I trying to say? It is always too early to quit. I'm telling you, when you are thinking of quitting now, that's the point that your change of story will come to. Thank you for coming with me to the studio. May God bless you.